Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm here live with Inti.
Hello, people!
We're
Did you
back.
miss me?
Yes, we've been doing like shorter videos, right? Because you guys voted, 90% of you wanted shorter videos, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback. Thank you very much. A lot of people have enjoyed the short videos, and I've noticed that overall my performance in views have increased greatly. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all the new visitors to my channel and new subscribers. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Well, today we're going to be talking about several new topics. One is the tweet that went viral. I mean, I had like 125,000 views on this tweet, which was a video tweet talking about me selling my house. And wow, we're going to be doing a little bit of talking about that today. And also, we're going to be talking about JK Rowling's tweet, how she doesn't understand Bitcoin. And that was how Twitter first just went nuts. That was hilarious, man. And then we're going to also talk about, are we going to have an alt season? I don't know.
Please, start popping!
Exactly.
We've been underwater for like a year.
I know, exactly. It's been brutal. It's been brutal for the alts, really. And you have to admit that. Also, we're also going to do some TA before we get into all the different discussions. And finally, if we have some time, questions and answers at the end of the show. So, but Inti has a few words to say about today's show.
Of course. As always, people, it's good to remind you that all what you're going to see in this video is what Davinci is doing with his money. So, do your own research and be very careful when you put your hard-earned money on the market. This is not a financial advice.
All right.
Oh man, it feels good to be back.
All right, let's head over to the charts. Let's start with the weekly charts. Looking good. We've got a nice green candle that most likely going to close tomorrow. Green, most likely. Nothing's guaranteed in this world. So for us to like go below green, we'd have to close obviously below the 8,733. Yeah, the market was closed yesterday, so the CME futures did not have anything going on, and so we are going to be gapping higher as it closed around the 9,400 level here. And with the gap higher, you can expect us to close that gap lower sometime next week, if not tomorrow. So let's just see how it goes. Let's go break it down to the shorter time frames, right? You can see, wow, we're emming out here on the hourly. Let me just clear up some of the stuff that I have here so that people can not go crazy over all the craziness that I have in here, right? All the different indicators and bright lights, flashing lights, and so forth. So you're like, what the heck is going on this chart? Okay, there we go. So let's start with the Bollinger Bands. They're starting to tighten up, right? That's important. That means that we're going to have some sort of breakout move. Probably not until the 4-hour tightens up, but looks like it wants to break down because we're obviously emmed out here on the hourly. I did have a trade here at this level here, but I did not take it. I actually was a little chicken and I wanted to put the entry level way up here, and yeah, obviously that was not the right thing to do because my trading plan was at the 78.6, not up here, and I didn't follow my trading plan, and here we go. So, well, you know what? I didn't lose any money, so that's okay. I know not to follow my trading plan, but note that I'm supposed to follow my trading plan, but sometimes I try to get cutesy with it, and there you go. You just don't get your trade. Okay, so with this M, I think it's too late to take a short here. This is an example of why I don't like breakout trades. Like if you wanted to trade this on a breakout, you would have probably shorted the market right there. And look, you're down underwater and you have to like beg the market to come back down. So that's why I don't like breakout trades. Can this thing go lower? Yeah, I think it can. Let's take a look at how much lower. don't think it's going to break down just yet. Doesn't look like it from my standpoint of view. I think it's going to make any kind of breakout trader suffer a little bit. I would say we might break down a little bit to the 61.8 and then come back up just to sucker people in, a few more people in, and then roll over. And I don't think we're going to break this high, this local high, which is at 95.30. I think we're going to head down to the 61.8, which is 92.85, which could end up closing around that level before we actually go higher and then dump down lower. Now, another thing this thing could do is obviously paint a W and then go higher, right? So we got to consider that. So this could this M here can also turn into a W if you take into consider this level here as a one side of the V, and then another side of the V would be down here. Comes down to the 61.8, not quite, and off we go. We could take off if we break out from this level, of course. So this is so I would say let's see here. We can break if we break the 95 or 9600 level, we could end up Wing out and going higher. But would obviously, to make sure that that's the case, because this could always still be turned into a fake out if it rolls over before it touches this height, the 9700 level. That's why I wouldn't want to trade this thing like that. If you want to really take this long, I would say take it to the 78.6 and stop loss it down at 9,000, which is at the 9300 level all the way to 9100 level. And that would be your stop loss, and you see if you get a W and off to the races. No guarantees for the management, of course. All right, so let's clean up a little bit of these fibs. Let's see what else we can see. Oops, there we go. So with those fibs cleaned up, yeah, I hope you guys did well on this trade, this Dabo trade. Nice, perfect signal that allows us to take profits way up here. We're still waiting for another type of signal, see if we can get something going. Right now on the 4 hours, I don't think it has closed this band close enough for us to say, yeah, for sure, we're going to break out very soon. I think the bands need to close a little bit more before that can be said. And with that said, I would say we might test the 200 period moving average of the 4 hour before we actually see any kind of movement upwards. Is a possibility. So I would be concerned about that. 78.6 Hail Mary trade here is probably in the cards. If the 4 hour, the 200 period moving average comes up here, it comes close to this level, I would say that would be your long position with a stop loss at the 8,100 level, your entry level at the 8,486 would be your entry level if these 2 points coincide before the price comes to it. Alrighty, with that said, let's end our today's TA window and talk about my tweet. Link in the description below. I can't believe this tweet got 123 views, 123,000 views. Just insane. Right, and I got a lot of different comments on this. Like, a lot of people were saying how that it was a dumb idea, it's silly to sell your house, and a lot of people even said that you shouldn't talk about that as well. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what? First off, right, nobody knows where I live. Nobody knows anything about my situation, so they won't be able to track it down very easily. And also, I understand your fear, right? A lot of people, if I were to say that I'm selling this for Bitcoin, my iPad right here with the bridge keyboard. If I were to sell for Bitcoin, nobody would be freaking out. Nobody would be going, "Oh my gosh, no, don't do that!" right? Right? Why is that? Well, it's because a lot of people put emotional attachments to a home, and that's the problem, right? Where people are like looking at their homes and thinking that it's like the only place that they could possibly live, and it's not. You can find other places to live, and you could also rent, right? And it's not the end of the world if you end up renting. It's actually, there's a lot of evidence that renting and investing is a lot better than actually putting all that hard-earned money into the housing market, especially since the housing market prices, overpriced housing market, is caused by the current financial system, which we are fighting against with Bitcoin. You see, we all know that the financial system prints money whenever somebody borrows it. So that's why United States is constantly going into debt because they're having the money being printed up. And so if people can borrow money at a low interest rate to buy a house, right, they're going to do that. And so that's going to cause the price of houses to go up in value. Not in value, but in price. Well, I guess you could say in value because like that's the whole point. And that gives the illusionary feeling that you're wealthy when you're not, because what's happening is that the housing prices are going beyond sustainability, beyond the ability for people to afford it. And another reason, right, why I believe that selling a house right now is a good idea is because of wealth cycles. Let me go, if you head over to the link in the description below. I'm not going to play this video. I think it's best if you watch it yourself. And basically it explains wealth cycles. First starts off talking about the different assets that you can purchase, right? Stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities. Right, and then it goes on to explain, this is the critical part, right? Back in the 20s, you could have sold your house for $3,000 in cash and got 150 ounces of gold. And then all through the 20s, you could have said, "Hey, I don't want that cash. I want the gold. Give me the gold. Give me the gold." Right? And then by the 30s, you could have been purchasing, just with the money that you got from your selling your house in the 20s, you could have purchased 2.5 homes with the gold, right? Of 60 ounces of gold for a house in the 30s. And so you could have bought those homes and started renting them and doing very well. And then later on in the 70s, right, you could have sold those 2.5 homes for 850 ounces of gold. You would have gotten a massive amount of gold. And everybody would have thought, "Man, why are you selling houses? Your house, man, that's crazy. Houses have only gone up 10x since the 30s. Yeah, but
You also should take in consideration the situation in the country we're living in, because it's not going to be funny for real estate holders.
Exactly. And then you could have sold them for gold, and then bought back in the 80s when gold was at $800 an ounce. You could have bought 30 homes. 30 homes with those same gold ounces that you sold. And you would have been laughing at your friends who were laughing at you for selling your house. Right? So, and then so forth, right? And then you could have jumped back into houses at that point. Now, in the 20s, in 2000, you could have done it again. Sold those 30 homes for 800 ounces. That's 20 for each home. So that's 24,000 ounces of gold. 24,000 ounces of gold. Waited another 10 years. And you've been picking up 160 houses. That's incredible. Now, this is the same thing, right? Now, this cycle is comparing dollars with gold and houses. I'm doing it. I'm just taking out this cash part and replacing it with Bitcoin. Right? And I'm going to be going back into gold. So those are the three things that I'm going to be cycling in. Taking out this cash and replacing it with Bitcoin. And cycling through all three assets. Houses, gold, and Bitcoin. In order to create generational wealth. And that's what he talks about in this video. And that is what I am doing. All right? I hope you guys understand that. All right. So with that said, check out that video in the link in the description below. It's worth the time and effort to watch that video. Let's talk about JK Rowling's comment of, hey, what's Bitcoin all about? And I'm sure she's scared, right? Because a lot of people answered her questions. About 13,000 people answered her question. And I'm sure they all seem crazy. But I found that this one from Girl Gone Crypto, and I'm a little bit dyslexic, I read things backwards sometimes. Girl Gone Crypto, she did this excellent video explaining what Bitcoin is, and I just enjoyed it. It was just bravo. Please check it out, link in the description below. And I would like all of you guys to write in the comment section, how would you explain Bitcoin to somebody in one sentence? One sentence. Good luck with that. Link in the comment section below. I want to see who comes up with the best one, and I probably, if I feel it's really, really good, I'm going to give that person a prize because I'm going to use it in every time I explain Bitcoin in one sentence. So you got one sentence to explain it in quick form, right? So do your best. All right. Let's talk about now the Bitcoin dominance, right? Because, ouch, it's going hard. It's hurting. My portfolio, my altcoin portfolio is getting crushed, brutally destroyed, right? I'm feeling the pain, priced in Bitcoin, feeling the pain. As my Bitcoin stack goes down, my dollar value goes up, but that doesn't matter. I want my Bitcoin stack to go up. Oh man. So anyways, as you can see, we have broken out of this long-standing W, and because of that, I have to say that this thing is going higher. We have it's above this trend line. It's come back to the trend line. I'm sure you've seen this chart before. I haven't touched that trend line, and look at that. It's just coming back and bouncing off of it like crazy, and that's clear to say that we're going higher. We're probably going to go to the 90% level, and I hate to show you guys this, but this is reality. This is Ethereum's chart done by Brian Beamish at therationalinvestor.com. If you guys want to join his school, the link in the description below. It's the rationalinvestor.davincej15.com, and you'll receive $50 off of his classes. And this is where he's projecting Ethereum priced in Bitcoin to go. 0.0178. And I really think that's a possibility by Christmas time. If we don't see this thing, if this thing breaks this level here, you can say goodbye. If it breaks the 0.2 level, goodbye. It's like lights out. Right? So that's the situation there. It's got, in order for Ethereum to not come all the way down here, it's got to break this level up here, which is 0.028 or between 2.8 and 2.9 in Bitcoin. It fails to do that. My God. Yeah. Yeah. So not the end of the world, but pretty sickening, and wouldn't be surprised. Now I'm looking at it. I'm realizing this is a daily candle. I thought it was a weekly, right? So it's not as terrible as I thought. So that means we might do this actually sooner than Christmas time. Wow, because it's a daily candle. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. So that means this thing could happen before the end of June. We could be down here. Oh no.
Look at the bright side. You're gonna got some really cheap investments to get.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry, people. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. Oh
No, don't worry.
man.
Don't worry. It wasn't you. It was Brian.
Wow. Well, it is what it is. You can't tell the charts not to be what it is, and that's how you have to live with yourself. So you have to read what the charts tell you, not what you want it to tell you. So and that's what it's telling me. It's telling me, hey, we break down below the 0.2 level on Ethereum, we're going further down. Alrighty.
Hey, we got a super chat from Toussaint Raphael, and he said in all caps, "I have the proof that DJ15 is the real Satoshi Nakamoto. Tell me I'm lying." Okay, sir, you are lying.
Yes, you are. Oh man. So,
The real sentence is that Davinci is the real fake Satoshi.
I'm the real fake Satoshi. Yes, that's right. Oh man.
Thank you for the donation, by the way.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, so do you have questions and stuff like that for me, Inti?
Yes, there are a lot. So we have one. This one is from TV, and I really like that. I really like this one. He said, "Will Davinci buy physical gold or crypto backed by gold after Bitcoin gets above, let's say, 1,200,000? Who said a number? And if so, which crypto backed by gold would you choose?"
I haven't selected anything yet. If I have to, I'll build my own system, crypto backed by gold system, which all of you guys can use, of course, as well. And I'll just, have it stored in a vault somewhere safe. Probably Singapore would probably be the best thing to do, but I just don't like the totalitarianness of Singapore. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. It's gonna be difficult to find a location that's safe for your gold, unless you have political connections to prevent the government from taking your money. So that's my only problem with doing it myself, is that I don't have any political connections, and with that I can't guarantee that the government will not seize the gold from the individuals. So without that guarantee, I can't really stomach doing it on my own. Honestly, I really find it difficult to think about that. So maybe I'm gonna do some research. Maybe I'll get lucky along the way, and somebody will come along who has that political clout, and I can actually do something like that. But I gotta wait for that to happen before I can actually say, yeah, I'm gonna go into a digital gold. So if I find some sort of gold system, and then time also helps, right? So for example, if I find a coin that allows me to switch to gold, but I know that, hey, you know what, it's not really trustworthy, but in the time frame that I'm going to be holding it, I'll probably be able to hop out before it becomes a problem, because I'm going to be waiting until Bitcoin is low enough for me to buy back in, and so I can use a little bit of time window as my prediction as my reason for choosing a specific gold backed crypto. Yeah, so that's my thoughts there. All right, next question.
All right, we have a donation from Crypto Dracula, and he said, "I learned a lot of TA from you, Davinci. Thank you very much."
Oh, you're welcome, Crypto Dracula. No problem. Appreciate you joining in and watching the show. If you want to learn more about TA, of course, you know, the classes at the Rational Investor is the way to go. Don't you agree, Inti?
Of course, and even if you don't have the money to pay for them, you can always reach out the Rational Investor channel on YouTube when Brian does his daily briefs. And man, there's so much value in there.
Exactly, exactly.
So we have To the Moon. I don't think it's Carl though. And this is a super chat. Thank you very much for the support, sir. And he said, "Will you do DCA with your house, BTC, or just buy once?"
Obviously, DCA, I will split it up into 10 parts, and DCA in either every week or every month or every time it dumps. Right? There's a dip. I'll take a portion of my DCA and buy it. Yeah, that's the best way to buy into an asset that you have a large amounts of money that you want to move into that asset, so that you don't regret your purchase, because most people like take a large sums of money and go, oh, screw it, buy, and then as soon as you buy, I mean, I find that every single time when I'm trading, and if I try to enter the market at a market buy or a market sell order, immediately goes against me. Immediately, like 90% of the time, right, on a market buy, it goes against me immediately afterwards. So yeah, that's the way that you can best avoid the emotional response of that happening when you do buy. Right. All right. So next question.
All right. So next question. This one is from Adam Set, and he said, this is a super chat, by the way. Is XRP a good investment? I think he already knew the answer, but he only wants you to tell it again.
Yeah, exactly. Was that a super chat?
Yes, what is a super chat?
Oh,
you can know about it.
That's why he's doing that. It's okay. Well,
he already knows the answer.
Yes, you already know the answer to that one. I do think that, you know what, people will get suckered into XRP during the next Bitcoin hype cycle. So yes, you will profit in XRP. All right, next question.
Next question. Before that, we already reached 978 viewers, 81 now.
Wow.
Thank you very much for your support, people. We highly appreciate that you are here in Davinci's words. And if you want to support him, and even better, for free, you can leave a like in this video. We highly appreciate it again.
Yeah, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe as well.
Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, this one is from Tomek47. This is about the banking system. And he asked, what the banks will do when the hyperinflation occurs and the loans became worthless? What the banks could do to force the borrowers to pay off the equal value of the loan after the system collapsed?
Okay, so I always wondered about this, because I know that they're not going to let you guys have free houses and free assets by borrowing money and hyperinflating the debts away. They're going to only hyperinflate and I was trying to figure out how they're going to hyperinflate only for their super rich. And then this virus came along, and now it's starting to be clear as more and more people are being not able to pay their mortgage. They're told to stay in their house. They're told to not earn any money so that they can pay off their debts. And I think that's how they're going to do it. They're just going to take your house because, you didn't pay, right? And I know it was the virus's fault and the government's fault for not letting you work, but hey, that's our property. Sorry. Right? And then they're gonna and then it's gonna be on the the balance sheet of the banks, and they can't obviously sell those because of the glut in the market, and that's when they're gonna hyperinflate it away. So of course they will have the news will have like, oh my god, the banks are taking people's houses, and then there will be bailouts for some people, but I bet you most people will not get those bailouts, and the bank will get the majority of assets in the end. and then they will hyperinflate it away and take away your houses. And then there will be some people who do have houses, and then of course they could always take their houses through property taxes and so forth. The government could just go, hey, you know what? Property taxes have to go up, so that's ours now. You can't afford to pay that property tax. That's ours as well. So that's how I see they probably taking it. Now, of course, they're not going to do it to everybody because they can't. They're going to need to have the news cycles say, well, the government came out and helped this person, right? While all the other people are saying, oh my God, I'm being robbed, right? And so they're going to have to have examples, false examples of somebody getting taken care of by the government. So, yeah, that's how I see this thing playing out now. All right, next question.
All right, this is from Chilean fellow. This is a super chat from Understated Eddie. And Eddie asks, what CLP exchange has the liquidity for 10 large buys like you will be making? Just a heads up for us in Chile.
Oh man, don't worry about it. I know the Chilean exchanges don't have the liquidity to convert CLP to Bitcoin without me like drastically moving the price. so yeah, don't worry. I won't be dumping it all at once, and I will be sprinkling my orders so it won't seem like I'll seem like I'll be multiple people, not just one. So you won't see it coming.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
This is going to be a little bit basic because I've seen a lot of people in the chat box asking, should I buy Bitcoin now? Should I wait? Should I buy now? Should I DCA? Should I buy immediately? And I think the normal answer, if you don't have any trading or investing experiences, neither some professional classes or something, is just DCA, an amount that you can afford to lose. That's it.
Okay, and so you know what I wanted to answer? I'd like to. Sorry about that, Inti.
No. It's your show.
I want to answer that question, and I wanted to talk about the importance of getting into Bitcoin right now, because right now is a lot of we have like a fundamental event occurring and a technical event occurring with Bitcoin. And let me just bring up our TA windows here. And what we can do, what we can see here, I got my 200-day moving average. I'm going to add, I'm going to change this to settings to a 50-day. Because we're seeing that a death cross, no, sorry, not a death cross, a golden cross is occurring right now. Is about to occur in a short little while, probably about 4 or 5 days. So with this fundamental event, this technical event, and the fundamental event of Bitcoin halving and the reduction of the supply, right? Even though the technical event does not always work, but in combination of the two, you have to say that this is a very, very bullish scenario. And so that's why you want to use technical analysis and fundamental analysis to working together to help you decide, okay, in the long run, because this is a long run indication here, does this mean that Bitcoin is going higher? And you have to look at the fundamentals, and fundamentals say yes, the technicals say yes, so therefore we have to go with Moonboy feelings here on this on the price trajectory. Doesn't mean that prices are not going to dump all the way down to here, down to 8,000, right? That doesn't say that the technical doesn't say that in the overall technical analysis and fundamental analysis. It just means that you should start buying now. You should start like dollar cost averaging in right now, and you will over time, very short period of time, meaning 12 to 18 months, you will be in profits, and probably even sooner than that. All right, next question.
Next question. Okay, this one is from C Matt, and he asks, "What is the best Bitcoin-friendly country according to you, just in case there is a national Bitcoin ban bill?"
Best Bitcoin friendly country right now, I would have to say Germany, because there's places in Germany where they only accept Bitcoin, and they have already considered it cash. They also have different laws on the books so that your capital gains is not counted if you're a hodler. So yeah, there's a lot of advantages in Germany, and but Germany has also a few other disadvantages. That's just something off the top of my head. I'd like to know if other countries have some similar advantages. Another good place would probably be, which would be an unlikely place, Puerto Rico. But the problem is, it's great for crypto. It's crypto friendlier, but it's not probably the best place because it's connected to the United States, and it has all the different biases and stupidity of the United States. Which, for example, recently I remember watching. I think Peter Schiff mentioned on Twitter that there's this store that started selling things at prices a little bit higher than the government was happy with, and what happened was they got charged with, I don't know, price gouging. I didn't know that price gouging is a crime in the United States, but I don't know what constitutes price gouging. If I have to buy my supplies, right, and the supplier increases the price, and then I have to pass those prices on to you, am I price gouging you? I mean, what constitutes price gouging? And I have to wonder what that is, because if that's the case, and then that person has gone to jail because he had to raise prices in this market. I mean, what is the United States now Venezuela? Because obviously that means he's not going to bother selling anything, because he's going to go to jail because he raises the price. And then he's probably going to be smart about it. If he's really smart, he's probably not going to sell anything, and they only sell it to the black market, where people who he knows and trusts to not rat him out, he's going to sell it to at a higher price, and you're not going to get anything. So this is the beginning of the end, and this is why I wanted to stay far away from North America. All right, next question.
Okay. Okay. So N Zodiac said, Adam Black has been named as Satoshi. What do you think about this? How many have been in the last 5 years? How many Satoshis have been there? I stopped counting after Kerr White, I think.
Yeah, dude, I think we're all Satoshis, including this Adam Black guy. Next question.
Okay, this is beautiful. This is from Lars Schfers. Sorry if I pronounce badly. I'm terrible with names. What do you think about decentralized exchanges? Is it the future, and could they replace Binance and other? Thank you, and God bless you.
Yes, I think decentralized exchanges have to be the future of our finance, because eventually the government will, when they attack, and they will attack in this next run-up, we're going to see that exchanges are the key, the thing that they're going to start attacking. They're going to try to close those things down, or regulate them to death, or do all kinds of things to them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see CZ in jail, right, hunted down by the United States government, right? Would not shock me at all. This is coming, because we are going to disrupt their ability to function and pay for their military, pay for their police, pay for those people to do the criminal activity that they say that they want you to do. So, for example, and if you don't think it's criminal activity, going to somebody's house and arresting them for having a birthday party is not a criminal activity. I don't know what is. That's you guys have crossed the Rubicon, right? The government has crossed the Rubicon of criminal activity, And if you, as a police officer, go and do something like that, and you don't go, that seems wrong. You've got some problems, and it's just because you need to get paid, right? And I understand that, but you know what? I think you can find another job somewhere else. But that kind of job where you have to sell your soul, I think you might want to reconsider it. Somebody else can do it, and somebody else can probably get shot. Once the United States people, when the American people realize that this is completely wrong. All right, next question.
Next question. Don't forget to tell me when it's the last one, because I have something to say for that.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is from Max Now, and he asks, Davinci, what do you think Bitcoin can solve in society? We may have different beliefs. I believe in social programs, but of course nothing can solve everything. How many things can Bitcoin solve?
Wow, that's
a big scale.
Yeah, that's okay, that's huge. Well, the key thing that it could solve is the crime against humanity, that you are a slave, right, to people who can print money. This whole financial system creates the Epsteins of the world, the Bill Gates and stuff like that of the world, who are doing satanic and criminal things, harming children, harming people, and getting away with it. And that's only possible through this our current financial system. Once we have a fair and honest monetary system, they can't exist. They cannot exist in that environment, because we who have more power over them, because people who save, who own hard money and save that hard money, it makes it difficult for them to actually just steal that money so that they can go and do their crimes. And I think we will end, and those same people who have saved their money will use that money against them whenever they possibly can, because it only take a small amount of their savings to use it to end the malicious behavior of those criminals. And that is the main thing that it will solve. And we'll stop seeing these crazy things of people shooting up schools, shooting up different areas, because life will be fair again, and finances will be fair. No more craziness going on in the world, right? Because this craziness that's going on, I think, is caused mostly by the unfairness of our monetary system, and it goes into like the abuse of children, and those children grow up to being crazy. And so I think that's going to all end, and we're going to go back to the fairness that we once had in this world. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm so happy, man, because like, I swear to God, I back in the day when I was like talking about gold and silver, right? I was so scared of humanity going into like the dark ages, right? That I was like, okay, I got to get enough money to just get a hole in the ground somewhere and hide out, because this is going to be nasty. Nobody's going to understand that gold and silver is money. Nobody's going to be able to purchase it, and they're just going to wipe out everybody. But now that's all changed thanks to Bitcoin. And so I am excited by that, and I'm looking forward to those changes coming to the worldwide theater near you. All right, one more question, and then we'll call it a day.
One more question? Mm-hmm. Okay. This one is from the most sacred angel. Oh my God. And he asked, Davinci, why do you say Bitcoin is the next currency of people, but at the same time you say this will be the last bull run because government won't allow us to grow anymore?
I wouldn't say it was last bull. I guess I could say it's the last bull run where you're going to see an 100x move.
Yes.
Most likely.
You said that this was going to be the last bull run that is this ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the last ridiculous bull run. There's going to be other bull runs. It's just, they're not going to be super ridiculous, right? That's the case, right? They're going to be more muted, right? You're going to see, yeah, maybe it'll double, triple in price, maybe even do as high as a 10x, but that's about it. It's not going to do 100x moves, right? So this will be the final massive bull run. There's going to be others, just you're not gonna see huge epic once in a lifetime gains. Again, you're gonna have to see that, look for that kind of gains in other assets after that. And I think you know what, you don't have to try to catch the one asset that's going to go to 100x in the next 10 to 15 years or whatever it is. You can always just use the wealth cycles, because wealth cycles will always continue even when we have a fair and honest money. There will always be prices, assets going overvalued back down to undervalued, overvalued, undervalued, overvalued, undervalued forever. The same will be with real estate. The same will be with our money, with Bitcoin, with gold. The same will be for everything that you could possibly own for financial assets. So you're going to have to navigate that field and use that to your advantage, so that you are actually buying assets going down whilst you're selling assets going up. So, yeah, it's going to be hard. Not going to be easy. You're going to be like, oh, do I really want to sell this for, to buy this asset that's going down that nobody wants? I don't know if I want to do that. So you're going to be in that position, and it's going to be difficult. But if you can practice, right, on a lower level scale, right, you'll be able to do it and be able to generate generational wealth that will last multiple lifetimes. All right, well, thank you everyone for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe. We now have 1,200 people in this live stream. Unbelievable.
We broke a record.
Yes, that
awesome.
Is a record. That is a record for us. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I plan to do more live streams once a week here on the channel on the Saturdays, and the rest of the days we'll just do shorter videos. If you also want to see more live streams, I also do a live stream for my Pandora's Wallet subscribers. So if you're interested in that, please head over to www.pandoraswallet.com. You can subscribe for 1 month, for 3 months, or 1 year, and you'll be part of of our special Telegram group, where I send everybody what my trades are, and show you what my portfolio is, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, what I'm interested in, and you could ask me directly your questions, and I will answer them right away. Please don't message me on Twitter or directly. Don't do a private message on Telegram. Send it in the group. I want everybody to actually benefit from my answers, and not just you. So yeah, make sure that you do a public group question. You could also send me a question for free at Crypto's Telegram group. It's just that I don't respond to those things very fast, but I do eventually respond, and with short answers and stuff like that. But I reserve the better answers for the Pandora's Wallet subscribers. So check that out. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone, for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel. If there's more links, if you're not interested in Pandora's Wallet, there's links to help support me and the channel in the description below. And thank you again for watching. Bye now.
Bye, people. Cheers.
Come on, and doesn't want to end.
Ease it off.
It's
Ease
not-
it
it's
off.